Squatters in Paradise. News 3 takes a closer look at the laws regulating squatting in Nevada, as well as one particular case in the Paradise Palms community, which is right off of Desert Inn.
Yeah, we're talking about people who live where they don't own the place or pay any rent. News 3's Will Silverstein joins us again tonight from Paradise Palms, where you've been speaking with both a neighbor to the property and a lawyer about how squatters operate, how they can be evicted, and sometimes even claim possession of a property.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. And it's a bit of a strategy for you to actually be able to claim the property. It takes quite a lot. We're going to get to that in a little bit here. But this property, it's familiar to many people, 3369 Nahatan Way. It's where we've been doing some of these stories from. But tonight's the first time that we had a chance to actually get in the backyard and take a look at the problem of these squatters that Rose Hockenson, who lives right behind this property, is dealing with.
Oh, they have trashed it. They have gone in and just trashed it.
Paradise Palms homeowner Rose Hockenson is talking about the property right over her backyard at 3369 Nahatan Way. You can see the full damage to the fence separating the houses, the boarded up windows from broken rods removed by squatters to enter the property, and a trash pool now empty. Hockenson says it's a variety of squatter culprits.
There's different ones that keep coming and going, but there's one certain one that she keeps showing up all the time. We can't get rid of her.
Hockenson says things may have been different if the squatter kept up the property to the condition it was in before the owner died, and if they were a bit more amicable.
She's not a nice person, and I don't like dealing with her.
Generally speaking, you want to go through the court process.
Attorney Liana Hachatrian advises homeowners and neighbors to keep calm and legal when removing squatters. It's a complicated process that involves the steps you see on your screen. Hachatrian says taking action to physically alter the functions of the property before going through the legal process may actually be a crime itself.
You don't want to go in and change the locks as a property owner. You don't want to go in and maybe turn off the water and power. These are things that are considered self-help eviction, and they're actually illegal.
While some of the steps may seem painstaking, Hachatrian reminds our viewers that it takes more work and money to actually establish adverse possession, aka a squatter taking over a property.
Now, specifically in Nevada, unlike California and other states, a squatter actually has to pay property tax. And this is very, very different from other states. And they have to do so for 5 years in addition to having possessed ownership in that property for 5 years.
When it's those 5 years, is that uninterrupted, meaning that I guess law enforcement hasn't come to remove you yet? Because if law enforcement removes you, but you've still maybe on and off been there for 5 years, that doesn't quite count.
Correct. So you have to have been there for at least 5 years, and it has to be consistent.
So you think about a situation in which you can take over a property. Essentially, if the people who were squatting here just decided to lie and they kept good upkeep with the property, they paid the property taxes for 5 years, they would have acquired this property through adverse possession. Not quite the case here, as of course you can see the condition of this property currently. Something else you can't take over is government property. Most notably, we talked about the case just one street over with that vacant lot. People can't try and claim possession of a government property as that had been taken over by Clark County some time ago. Can't take over the Capitol building in Carson City either if you wanted to squat there for a few years and try and pay property taxes there. Just some of these odd laws here that we are looking at in this Paradise Palms community.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And of course, it's affecting real people who are paying their mortgage and their rent. And of course, they don't like the eyesore. Thank you so much.
And for the reasons LaToya just laid out, we know a lot of you have a lot of concern about this because of your neighborhood, your home values. And we've been covering the homelessness and squatter issues, also the homeless encampments extensively over the last 2 weeks here. To watch all of our coverage in a special web exclusive, just visit our YouTube page.